Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Time Out with, and for this time on my side, Naz Mitrolong. Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine, what about you?
I'm doing great.
Oh, take care.
Boom.
Here we are. So let's start knowing you better. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I want to start with something that maybe almost nobody knows because you grew up in Canada.
Yep.
A part of you is Greek, but some of you is also from Trinidad and Tobago.
Yes.
What's that story?
It's simple. I mean, Canada is a very diverse city. Diverse country. Toronto's a very diverse city. If I'm not mistaken, one of the most diverse in the world. So my father is from Trinidad and Tobago descent. My mother is from Greek descent. Their parents were raised, my father's father and mother was raised in Trinidad.
Wow.
And on the other side, it was Greek. So, they both met in Canada, and that's just my ethnicity.
Wow. And the place where you live is Ontario,
Yeah.
clearly. And we know that the most famous sport there is hockey.
Yeah.
But you could never been a boxer.
Yeah. So my father was a kickboxer growing up, was an international champion in Canada, in North America actually. He had a lot of fights, was highly regarded as one of the best kickboxers at his time. And we grew up around that. We boxed way before playing basketball. We played basketball for fun in the basement, in the backyard, but we were really boxers, my brother and I, my brothers and I. And it came to a crossroad where I would just always play basketball. My father said to me, look, you got to pick one of the two because the two sports don't necessarily coincide where you can play like soccer and basketball or like football and soccer. So I ultimately made a decision to play basketball and put my whole energy towards that and put down the gloves and picked up the ball.
And this is how you approached basketball?
It has an influence. It definitely gave me my grit in terms of respectfully to those out there, there's not a man that I fear because I've seen it all in terms of physicality. Boxing is a physical sport. It is one where you have to protect yourself as far as defensively and then offensively, you got to go for it. So it played a big influence in the way I approach myself in life and in the game of basketball for sure.
You know what, when people watch you playing basketball and they observe you, they feel like you have a vocation for this sport. You are very mind-focused on what you do. My question is this a kind of mission since you left home very early, for example?
Yeah, definitely. I left home with not a full understanding of what this would turn into. I was just a young kid at the time, dreaming big, as coach would always say. And I believed that this game would take me to all the places I ever dreamed of, and ultimately it did. It was a sacrifice, it was a chance, shot at the lottery, if you will. And ultimately, that's why I pour everything into it. My life is completely revolved around my family, and basketball, it coincides. I'm pretty boring, if you say that. Like everything around the clock. If there's basketball games on, I'm watching it. If I wake up early for whatever reason in the middle of the night and I can catch some games from back home, I'm doing it. I'm rewatching our games. I love this game through and through. And yeah, it's just my life.
You think you will do something in basketball when you are done with playing?
Yeah, I would love to. I think in life, we get this one physical life, and ultimately you have to do things that you enjoy to do. And if I'm blessed and fortunate enough to be in this game for as long as I possibly can, I will, because this isn't work to me. Like coming in, and even if we're in here practicing for 2-3 hours and we're in the weight room, there's days where I'm tired, there's days where I'm fatigued, but once I get done, I'm like, this is my life, you know what I mean? And if I could stay around the game, I'm not working, I'm enjoying everything.
But have you been a Toronto Raptor fan?
I have, yes. I am. I grew up a Raptors fan.
So we can imagine that Vince Carter has been your idol, or who?
He was a heavy influence on myself and all us Canadian kids. He was like our Michael Jordan, the way he would jump, the way he would play the game, the way he gave life to the Raptors. He made that iconic jersey what it is to us. I actually have one of those signed from him. Yeah. So
wow.
I'm very happy about that. But he definitely played an influence on my life for sure.
Nez, you between Utah and Indiana, I had the opportunity to stay in NBA too, the elite of this sport, we know. How did it change you mentally as an athlete?
Like I said, when I was a kid, I was just dreaming big. And ultimately to get the opportunity to go on the court and play in an NBA game and get some NBA minutes and, have a handful of times where I actually played really well. One, it was a dream come true. Two, it reassured to me that the work always pays off. I mean, I wasn't supposed to be who I was or who I am. I wasn't supposed to be in Division I. I wasn't supposed to ever touch an NBA court. I wasn't supposed to be here in year 9, continuing to go as far as I have to the world. But to myself, I've always believed it, and that younger kid, he always believed it. And touching that NBA court and being among the elite just showed me that genuinely, if you believe in yourself, it'll pay off if you keep going. Is
there a memory that you most love about that period you lived in the NBA?
There's two. One, the very first time I got on the NBA court, this is very funny actually, because I think the offensive rating will back this up. I don't know if I'm still one of the highest offensive rating in the history of the NBA, but I joined, I got on the court. As soon as I got on the court, I hit a 3. The very next possession, we went down, got a steal, and I came back down and I split my eye open. So it was.
That's why you have this thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was my welcome to the NBA moment. That was
a forever memory.
Yeah, it's a forever memory, and that was crazy. And then the other one was we were on the road against the Brooklyn Nets, down a bunch of players. I got real meaningful minutes, and I played really well. We won the game. I had a high plus-minus, and that was a huge moment for me, for sure.
And I don't know if you believe in destiny, but your first port of call in Italy, in Europe, was Italy, Brescia.
Yes.
And then you meet Alessandro Magro as coach. You were named Rookie of the Year. So what about your first time at the other side of the ocean, Europe?
Yeah. It was, even though I was relatively a young man at the time, I had a good amount of responsibilities and have seen a lot of things. Coming to Europe for the first time and being out here, I had my father with me.
Wow.
He helped a lot because it was like I was a kid again. I was just a small boy, if you will, at that time, just in a world that I just didn't know. For the first week, I was eating literally, we went to the supermarket, I bought a long piece of bread and I would just chop it up and dip it in some cream cheese because I was too afraid to communicate or didn't know how to get around. And it was so weird because as time went on, everything I needed was literally right beside me. I just had to get comfortable. And to me, Italy's arguably the most beautiful country in the world. And once I got comfortable in Brescia, it really felt like home. And I was blessed to have crossed paths with Ale, and here we are again, because I couldn't have asked for a better mentor, a better coach to help guide me in my first year. And the people of Brescia were so amazing to me. And again, I'm really, really thankful for my journey because people have a lot of rough stories in their first trips to Europe.
Yeah.
And I have nothing but good things to say about all the places I've been in. It all started here in Italy.
And that's what helped you to be the Rookie of the Year, the thing that you felt so comfortable.
Yeah, absolutely. They allowed me to be me. I'm not your prototypical point guard. I'm aggressive, I'm up-tempo, I'm up-pace, but I work hard, and I implement myself on the court through the work and through the belief, and ultimately I want to win and I want to give my all to the game. And that city, that community, that team, that organization allowed me to be me, and that allowed me to have a trajectory of what I've had to this point. And there's still so much more to go and so many things that I have to achieve, but they allowed me to just be myself.
And what in your routine, 3 things that you can't miss in your routine as athlete?
I need to make sure, one, the food that I put in my body is just as important as anything. I need my proper food. I'm very big on health and what I put in my body. It's my temple. It's my everything. I mean, this is my workspace. You know what I mean? So I'm very serious about that. Sleep is very important to me. I need my pregame nap. I need to make sure the night before I sleep well and at a decent time. And then I'd say prayer. I would say my third thing is, I have a conversation with the higher power and just myself, just to get my inner peace correct and aligned, and ultimately just thank him or her or whatever the case may be, the being, to allow me to be healthy through all the competitions and just, see it through.
And come back to your career. You played in Milan, it was a very special moment because you could play in EuroLeague too.
Yeah.
So, what about this experience?
It was amazing. We did not have a successful season in terms of wins. My anticipation of going into Milan, and this is just complete honesty, I wanted to go in for my first year to contribute to an extent, but more so learn.
Okay.
And we were plagued with injuries. I mean, if anybody goes back and looks at all the injuries that we had, from Siobhan to Billy to Kevin to, you know what I mean? Like the list just went on and on of guys just getting hurt. And I was called to do a lot more than I had anticipated. And from an individual standpoint, I felt like I was holding my own, but the name of the game is to win. And we weren't winning, and that one hurt. But I genuinely feel you learn the most when you go through the toughest times. And through that experience, I learned that I can be the player that I am on the highest stage in Europe. But there's still a little bit more that I'm searching for in terms of being able to be me and win at that stage. So it was amazing. I learned a lot from that year. Milan's a beautiful city, and I wouldn't have traded it for nothing.
I can feel that when you make a professional choice, you also choose something that is to level as a player, as a human being.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm asking you, despite of being a successful moment of your career, Olympiacos, it was also a way to reconnect with your origins for you.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. My mother would always talk about Greece, the water, the food, the people, when we were kids. And my brother and I would always talk about what if we played in Greece one day. And to be able to go to Olympiacos when we got that call was something that we couldn't turn down. To play for that historic organization, to see that amazing derby, to play under Coach Bartzokis and learn from all the players that were around. Again, something that I wouldn't have traded for nothing because it allowed me to learn more about the European game and get in touch with my roots, like you said.
Yes, you've been the last acquisition for Napoli this summer, but we say the cherry. So I'm asking you, do you feel the responsibility of being the leader of this team? Do you feel this thing also for the people, and what Napoli represents for you?
To be honest with you, again, having the experience in Milan, having the experience in Olympiacos, and then other teams that I've played for in North America, the best leaders that I've seen and been around aren't the ones who do too much talking. They're the ones who just lead by example and just play the game the right way and put their work in. I think that we're now in a time and age where a lot of things are different. People have their own personalities, and honestly, I like to live and let live. And in terms of leadership, I have an obligation to this organization and to this city to be the best player that I can be and help be the best point guard that I can be to lead us to wins. In terms of having the ball in my hand, in terms of just being the best that I can be for the unit. Ultimately, you see the fan base and the way these people have treated this organization and this team. I love it. I'm all in. I try to put it out on the line every night. And in the games where I don't play as great, I beat myself up because I don't want to do nothing but win for this team, for these guys, and for the city. So to answer your question, yes, I feel a sense of obligation to be the best leader and player I can be. And that's through the only way I know how, and that's just work and studying the game. So that's my calling, and that's what I'm here to do.
Where do you set the bar in this experience?
I mean, it's up there with the best of them. I mean, it's given me my joy, my love, everything I could ask for again, because these last couple of years where I was learning, I wasn't playing, and that's just the truth. I was on an incredible team, and I have nobody to knock for but myself, because if you're on a team, there's an opportunity in a way, you just have to find it. And I didn't find that way in the past couple of years. I'm back here in Napoli, and I've been given the ball and the keys to be able to be me and help lead us to wins. The bar is set as high as the rest of them because I've had this opportunity, and I just want to continue to win for us.
Two more questions before to leave you. First one, how do you consider this first part of the season with Napoli? How was it personally and as a team?
To be completely honest with you, I don't want to say we've underachieved, but I will say that we have a bar that's set pretty high for us. We have a locker room full of guys who are extremely talented, and I think, honestly, to be honest with you, I don't know if we've shown our full potential as a unit yet. We've had games where we've won by 20 plus points. We've never lost by 20 plus points yet, except for the very first game against Bologna, where we were still figuring out our identity. And I'm just excited for what's to come in the second round, because I think with that 6-9 record, it doesn't show an exact replication of who we are, and we still made the cup, God willing. And now we have an opportunity to play for a championship, and all you can ask for is a championship. But I think the first round it showed some moments of what we can be, but it's not truly who we are, and I'm looking forward to showing that in the second round.
Wow, that's good to, to be like more focused already, right?
For sure.
Last thing, can you say something to the fans?
Yeah, absolutely. This is dope because obviously social media is out there, and I express myself through my pictures every now and then. I'm not the biggest on social media, but to the fans out there, I just want to say thank you so much for your continuous support through our ups and downs. Even when we lose here at home, even when we win, we hear the chants, we hear you guys being with us, and just understand that we're not in here just for fun, and we don't take none of this for granted. We want to be the best team that we can be. We're working hard every day to max out on our potential, and we're going to need you the rest of the way to get to the playoffs, to compete for 2 championships. And again, ultimately, we mean it when we say thank you so much.
Nas, thank you for sharing your time with us.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for watching another episode of Time Out With. See you next time. Bye.